Welcome to this session about study abroad opportunities at McDaniel College. My name is Elizabeth Davis, and I'm the Director of International and Off-Campus Programs. And today I'll talk about the different options you have to go abroad. First is our campus in Budapest, Hungary. McDaniel has had a campus here for over 25 years. And what is really great about this program is that all the classes taught there are McDaniel's own classes. So there's no transfer credit, and it's very easy to fulfill McDaniel plan requirements and also requirements for your major. We also include study tours as part of the program and other cultural activities. And students live in apartments, either single or shared apartments nearby campus. And the other advantage of this program is that all your financial aid scholarships transfer. A semester in Budapest is meant to be very similar to the cost of the semester here in Westminster. So it's a very affordable and popular option. Our next type of program are exchange programs. And these are agreements with a university abroad in which we send students back and forth. So we have an exchange program in Brussels, Belgium, with a university called Université Saint-Louis. And for this program, it's a good fit for students who are political science majors because you're in the heart of the EU, and also there's a lot of poli-sci classes. And there are also options for economics and a little bit in communications. And if you're interested in studying French, you can also go to the exchange in Belgium. Our other exchange options are through a consortium called ISEP. And through this consortium, we have exchanges to over 50 different locations. So if you're interested in going someplace like France or Italy or Korea or Australia or Argentina, you can do that through these exchange programs. And with the exchange programs, they're attempting to recreate what it's like to be a student of that host university. And so a little more of an independent and immersive type experience. We're taking classes with the local students and living like a local. One of the advantages with these exchange programs is that for them, you pay McDaniel tuition, and for the ISEP programs, you also pay a set room and board rate. So that makes the base cost the same as a semester here in Westminster. And then you have some additional costs to take into consideration, like flight and passport, visa, those sorts of things. Another nice advantage of these programs is that all your financial aid scholarships transfer, which helps keep the costs pretty affordable. And then a final advantage of these programs is that through the ISEP programs, you could find classes in just about any academic area, and you don't necessarily need to know another language. There are classes taught in English and non-English speaking locations. So there's a lot of flexibility and variety in these programs. Our next type of program are Jan term classes that travel abroad. So these are classes that are taught by McDaniel professors or staff, and then they travel during the Jan term period. The topics and locations vary each year because it depends on what the faculty or staff want to lead and teach that year. Here I have some examples of past programs. There's a program to the Bahamas about tropical marine biology. There's one called The Life and Educational Experiences of the Deaf that goes to the Dominican Republic. And there's one that's called Myth, Monks, and Monuments that goes to Greece. So we tend to announce these programs in April for the following Jan term, and the application deadlines are usually in early fall. Our final type of program are what we call affiliated programs. So these are partner programs or universities that we have agreements with that run study abroad programs. They have a wide range of options and programs and prices. One of the main differences with these programs compared to Budapest or exchange programs is that you're paying their program fees instead of McDaniel tuition. And you can only use your federal and state aid towards the program costs, not scholarship from McDaniel. However, these programs often have scholarships for students who go on their programs, so it helps keep things affordable. Some of the advantages of these programs is that they have options on different terms. So they have semester-long programs, summer programs, Jan term programs, academic year-long programs. So there's a lot of flexibility there. They can also offer some pretty unique locations. There's places like Bhutan, for example, that you could go to if you wanted. And also there's a lot of special topic programs. So if you're interested in something specific like glass making. You could probably find one through our affiliated programs. These programs tend to be more catered towards students studying abroad, so there's tend to be a group of students who go abroad from different universities around the United States. So if you're interested in a program with more support built in, these may be a good option for you. Finally, I want to talk a little bit about some scholarships. So I mentioned that certain programs have scholarships for their programs, but we also have some scholarships to use for any program. And up here, I have a link to our scholarship resource, which lists out several different scholarships. And here I have some ones I want to highlight. So if you're in the Global Fellows program, they have a scholarship that students can apply for. There's also a new scholarship called the Deborah Johnson Ross Study Abroad Grant. And this is for students of color, students with financial need to go abroad. The next one here is the Gilman Scholarship, and this is from the US government, and it's for students who receive Pell Grants and are interested in going on a semester or summer program. The Fund for Education Abroad is another national scholarship, and they have a variety of scholarships that you can apply for. And then, like I mentioned before, there are program-specific scholarships. So most of these scholarships have a deadline the semester before you go abroad, but some, like Global Fellows and the Fund for Education Abroad, have a once-a-year deadline. So you really need to plan in advance when looking for study abroad scholarships. So for the next steps, I recommend that you research your options. You can go to global.mcdaniel.edu to see our full database of programs and search through our parameters like term or academic field or country or region or language. I also recommend meeting with me or one of our study abroad ambassadors to talk through your options and to learn more about the different program options. Also speak with your academic advisor to talk about kind of classes that you might need to take. And you can also talk to your financial aid advisor to figure out your aid package and what can be used on certain programs. And then the actual application process starts about a semester before you go abroad. Our applications open up a year in advance, but most deadlines are the semester before. Here's my contact information, so you can get a hold of me. You can email me at ipo@mcdaniel.edu. And then again, here's our website, global.mcdaniel.edu.